Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Drawing with Mr. Sepulveda, and happy Halloween to everyone out there that celebrates Halloween. It's personally one of my favorite holidays. I know it's my wife's absolute favorite holiday. What's not to love about dressing up as your favorite characters or favorite monsters? I think it's a lot of fun to it. And then if you go trick-or-treating, free candy, guys. And so I was inspired, as soon as I realized that Halloween fell on a Tuesday, I was inspired to do a what if series on what if Halloween horror characters were superheroes or supervillains. And I think supervillains is the easier connection because they're kind of like horror monsters. We can argue superhero on this. I'm going to let you guys help me out and come up with background stories because I didn't come up with any of them. I will tell you this, that the art in this episode is not anywhere close to the level that I did in last week's episode for my S-Verse Chronicles, where I used my new rendering style there. This one's supposed to be just like a quick, fun episode where we kind of just goof around and kind of come up with some fun story aspects, okay? So on screen, we've got Frankenstein's monster, and Frankenstein's monster, to me, kind of fits into that mold of like a Solomon Grundy or a Hulk type character where they're just larger than life and they're really big, they're really strong. So coming up with a super ability like super strength was really easy, but I wanted to give him something more. And so I thought about like how Frankenstein's monster might be chained up and how he can easily break through those chains. And I decided that because Frankenstein's monster was created with, human remains and thunder, like lightning. I wanted to give him some electricity abilities or some electric abilities that kind of come through his chains, kind of like they're acting like conduits. And so maybe these chains supercharge some electricity, and then he can kind of whip his opponents with those in like closer melee types of things, or maybe they grow and extend outward. I didn't kind of think that one through, but I kind of had fun playing around with the idea and the concept, okay? Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed the way that he turns out, or if you have a cool background story for Frankenstein's monster. My wife did come up with a name, and she called him Super Frankie. So if he was a hero, maybe Super Frankie. If he was a villain, I don't know if Super Frankie works, but I'll let you guys decide, okay? If you have a better name than Super Frankie, leave it in the comments down below. Talk to you about the next art piece in just a moment. Alright guys, next one up is Jack Skellington. He is one of my favorite like Halloween / Christmas characters, and I can't go through the month of October without watching Nightmare Before Christmas at least one time, and I thought he'd be a perfect candidate for this. Whether he's a superhero or supervillain, in my head I was kind of going for like a Joker-esque type of look, where it's like just a regular human that's putting on some face paint on them. Granted, Joker doesn't have the face paint on, it's his actual face in certain, continuity, certain canon, right? But for Jack here, I'm thinking he's kind of like, if he's villain, he's kind of going to be like a Jack the Ripper. If he's a hero, he's just some weird strangly dude who I figure could be kind of like part contortionist and then or part able to like stretch out his limbs, kind of like a Monkey D. Luffy or an Elastic Man, kind of like that. So I'm thinking those are his abilities. What do you guys think? Should those be his powers? Do you have a backstory for Jack? My wife says that his name should be Jack Nightmare of the Hour. So if we're going for that super villain type of name, what do you think his hero name would be? I'm really interested in finding out. I'll talk to you guys in just a moment about the last art piece. Final art piece here, and we've got Jason Voorhees, Mr. Friday the 13th himself, Mr. Halloween. Could not have done this video without adding him to the mix. Jason is one of my favorite characters from this horror collection. I'm not sure if it's my best art piece that I did in this episode, because again, all the art pieces were just done for fun. In all honesty, they all took me less than an hour and a half to do, because I was just working on them in a real fast manner. But I didn't think of a superhero to associate with Jason, and I think I just went to just draw Jason in my own art style anyways. But if I could argue, and hear me out, backstory for this one, he could be working with Blade to hunt down vampires, and maybe potentially he himself is a vampire, just like Blade, but he wants to hide this fact, and so he hides it by keeping his face hidden underneath a hockey mask. Come on, tell me that isn't a good enough story to kind of let you buy into it, that it would be part of a cool comic, right? He's got this machete ready to behead some of these vamps. I don't know. I'm kind of excited about it. Wish it was canon right now. But if it's a supervillain thing, I guess it still just makes sense regardless for him to just kind of do his own thing, going on a murder spree and whatnot. My wife did come up with a name for this one as well, and she says that his name should be Sir Captain Jason of the Crystal Lake Vessel. I don't know, so maybe she's thinking pirate. I don't see the pirate in here, but maybe Crystal Lake is definitely where he puts the bodies, or where he dumps the vampires when he's done. I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys think about that background idea, or if you have a better one, leave it in the comments down below. I'm going to let this finish up, and I'll talk to you guys in just a moment in the closing. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. On this channel, I do a lot of different things between art challenges, digital art, traditional art, redrawing art, and things of that nature. And next week on Tuesday, I've got a Draw Jar series, Season 2, Episode 2 coming out, where I take anywhere between 20 to 30 of my student art requests from a jar and draw them out. So if you guys want to see that, I'll see you next Tuesday for a regularly scheduled video. You guys all have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.